Hey everybody, my name is Renee and welcome to Let's Talk About It with Renee. Last week I asked you all to email me, inbox me, subscribe, like, comment. Topics are about whatever you want to talk about that you cannot talk about with your loved ones. So I have two comments or two letters that I would like to read to you today from two of the viewers. Okay? First letter is from Terry. Terry's from Boston and she inboxed me and she says, "Dear Renee, I'm having problems with my marriage. I have been married for 14 years. I'm 50 and my husband is 48. We used to have a healthy sex life. In months, we would have sex 25 times in 1 month. Now it's down to once every other month. And it seems like all he wants to have is oral sex. I have never really been into oral sex, and he knew this from the very beginning. Now, the problem is, I don't want to have oral sex. I want to have intercourse. But he also has an odor. His hygiene is not as good as it used to be. I have mentioned this to my husband as politely as I could. But now we don't have sex at all. The romance is dead. And now he is coming home even later every night. We don't talk at all. And I'm not sure if I still love him. What should I do?" Well, let's see what the youngin' got to say first. He's a young man, so let me base his opinion first and see what old Quentin's talking about. Quentin, what do you think?
Well,
Talk loud.
it depends on if y'all talked about it or not, but at the same time, a relationship is not about sex. And 25 times a month is basically almost every day. That's too much.
I mean, I know people that do it twice a day.
Okay.
I know people that do it 3 times a day. Hey.
And wonder why I don't last that long. But anyway.
Who don't last? Women?
The women and men too. Wonder why I don't last long.
What are you talking about last? What do you mean when you say we don't last long? Relationships?
No.
Or are you talking about having sex, it doesn't last long, like we burn out quick?
Yeah, burn out quick.
Well, how would you know that, Quentin?
I'm just saying.
How would you know that, Quentin?
What you mean, how would I know?
How would you know women don't last long in the bed?
I'm pretty sure y'all don't. If y'all doing that every day, you're going to get tired. Listen. You're draining your hormones. Every time you have sex, y'all are releasing estrogen and we're releasing testosterone. There's no way I'm going to have sex with you every day. First of all, especially if I'm working 1 or 2 jobs, I'm not having sex with you every day. We're going to have sex, but not on no everyday, daily basis. No. That's too much.
Okay, well, my personal point of view, he said it's too much. I say, woohoo, go for more. Listen, I know people that goes 2 times, 3 times, in a day. It depends on how much you can handle. If 25 times is a great number for you, and you would like to maybe go 27 times in a month, you have to talk to your spouse. Maybe he's just drained, from a hard day work. It's okay for them to be tired sometimes. But I'm saying if you can get sex maybe 15 good times in a month, you doing great. To be married 14 years and you're 50. So come on, girl, you doing it, ain't you, girl? You like that, don't you, girl? This is the thing. We as older women sometimes our hormones pick up the older that we get. So we become like little bitty bunny rabbits. We want it. But I don't want it from those stinky nuts. Okay? I don't really know how polite you can be, Terry, in telling your spouse that his balls stink. I don't know how you would do that. I really don't. I don't know if you should maybe shower with him, and grab the soap and washcloth and scrub a dub for him down there and make sure it's nice and clean. Coastal clean? I don't know. But you said that you would say it as nice as you possibly can. He's gotten offended. That's why he's not talking to you anymore. But they have to be able to wear tough skin just like we do. You wouldn't want him down there on you having oral sex and you just taking a urine, you just urinated, or you just took a dump and you didn't wash yourself, or you've been working all day and you're not fresh down there, why would you want your man to go down there knowing his nose and his mouth is going to enter that area? Why would you not wash yourself? You have to think about your other partner. He must think about you. You know, he wants that oral sex and he likes that oral sex. He need to make sure that he is okay, clean wise. That he's coastal clean, that he's ivory clean, that he's Ajax clean. Period. You know, and if he cannot take that much time to clean himself, it tells you about how he view you. I mean, he thinking that he'll sleep, you would sleep with him under any circumstances. You know, and it's not just about him. It's about you too. It's a partnership. It's a pull and tug. So if he's not willing to wash them nuts for you, don't put them in your mouth. Don't put them in your mouth. Because guess what? You don't want your mouth sick. You know, you don't want your mouth sick. You don't want any oral hygiene diseases in your mouth because this dude won't wash his penis and then want you to put your head down there. That's nasty to him. How disrespectful. And you need to let him know that. You know, you need to let him know that you want to have intercourse. That you not always about oral sex. But you know, Terry, 69 was a very great year, if you know what I mean, my dear. Hey, you got to play both ways. You know what I'm saying? A little give or take, if you know what I'm saying, you know.
With sex positions.
Well, I'm just saying. You have to learn how to give and take, you know what I'm saying?
You did 69 before?
Have I done the 69 before?
Yes, you done it before? Oh, Lord.
I did the 68. Anyway, as I was saying, you know, that's a compromise. You got to make sure your partner is into the same thing that you're into. But like you said, you told him from the beginning, and he knew from the beginning, so he should know exactly what to expect. Let him know that you're falling out of love with him. And he needs to take that serious. And let him know why you're falling out of love with him. Let him know that he needs to bring the spark back into the relationship. And maybe you can help him bring the spark back into your relationship. You know, before you give up on the marriage, make sure that you've done all you can do. So when you lay your head down at night to go to sleep, you don't have no guilty conscience about nothing. That you are clear on your decision and you stick by your decision. You have to decide if this is what kind of marriage that you want to be in. Because both of you are older. Who's knowing if he's going to change or not? Some people are too old to change. So, you know, you just think about that and what you really, really want. And if you can deal with it, hey. And if you don't wash his balls, put a clothespin on your nose and just hold your breath. I'm just saying.
No.
I'm just saying. See if it worked for you. Hey, viewers, what do you think about Terry's situation? Help me out. This is only my opinion. And I'm not saying that my opinion is right. So viewers, subscribers at home, help me help Terry. Next week, you know, I will read your comments about this letter on the air. And hopefully we can get Terry some resolutions. Okay? Love you, Terry. Thanks for subscribing. We appreciate you, girl. Tell a friend. Okay? Our next letter is from a lady named Susan from Ohio. And she writes, she is a 42-year-old woman and she's a single mother. She has a 16-year-old son. She says, my 16-year-old son has been allowed to date for a little over a year. I didn't know he was dating or seeing anyone. He's never mentioned that to me. I bought a new home and me and my co-worker got off from work early one day. I suggested for her to follow me to my new house so I could show her around and to have drinks. When we got to my home, I was showing her around, thinking that my son was at school where he was supposed to be. As I opened the door to his bedroom, I saw him having sex with the white girl. I was pissed and embarrassed. I made the young lady go home by catching Uber. My problem is, me and my son's relationship has not been the same since. I'm so upset with him about the whole situation. But I'm upset with him also because he's not messing with black girls. I want him to date within his race. But things are different between us now. What should I do? 16. 16, Quentin.
Oh, you go ahead.
16.
I'm going after you.
Okay. Susan, you allowed this boy to date. Mistake number 1. Now you're pissed that he's having sex in your house. Listen, what do you think they do at that age? You think they coloring books? You think they building sand castles? Come on. You allowed this young man to have a girlfriend. You told him that he could date. Okay? Children, teenagers, they don't tell us everything. So we're foolish as adults to think that our children will tell us everything. Even though we do give them leeway to tell us things, they're not going to tell us everything. It's just not the way it works. It's just not the way it's worked. But before you get so pissed off at him, let's see what role you played in this. Why is your son disrespecting you? What have you allowed in your home to allow this son of yours to do something so disrespectful? We're not even showing you any regard of love or any kind of loyalty to you as his mother. Have you told him not to have sex in your house? Have you told him that it was disrespectful? Have you told him, did you talk to him? Did you tell him, son, you can have a girlfriend, but these are the rules? Did you explain yourself clearly to this 16-year-old? Because you know you must be clear to the teenagers. What role did you play? My son wasn't allowed to have a girlfriend at 15. He wasn't allowed to have a girlfriend at 16. He wasn't allowed to have a girlfriend at 17. Listen, there's a difference in having girls as your friends, okay? Versus to having a girlfriend that you're holding hands with and having sex with, okay? There's a difference. My son can have as many friends as he wants that are girls. But he's not ready or mature mentally enough to take on the responsibility of having a girlfriend. Not at 16. Not at 16. Not at 16.
Yeah, okay. You don't know that.
Not at 16.
Some 16-year-olds can hold it down depending on where your mindset and your mentality is.
A 16-year-old's mindset is I'm getting some. And seeing what that cat look like. Okay? What else do you want with a girl at 16 years old? You can be friends with a girl. It don't have to be your girlfriend. We're not trying to say go out here and we want you with dudes. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I have friends that were boys when I was growing up. I did not sleep with every boy that was my friend. I slept with some. But I'm just saying. Let's keep it real. Lord. We talking about it, okay? This is in real life. This is real life, okay? I'm saying, when you let them introduce things like that, when you buy them a car and they get in an accident, I shouldn't have, but this is what you're allowing him to drive, so you know there's consequences. One day they may come along with this child driving a car. Same thing with them having sex. Now, he's having sex. Can't do anything about that, okay? What you do now, what you should have done before, is teach him about condoms, okay? Because she can get condoms too for herself. He can get condoms for himself. You got to talk to him about STDs. Show him what herpes look like. Show him what gonorrhea look like. Show him what syphilis look like. Show him what genital warts look like. Show him what it look like on your tongue. Show him what it look like on his penis. Make him educated on these things. Not telling him not to have it. School him. Educate the young brother. Because you, at 42, you don't want no grandbabies. You don't want no grandbabies right now. Your son is about to be a grown man in a couple of years. You don't want to be tied down with his child while he's trying to better himself. You don't want to do that. Okay? So teach him the right way. Okay? Thirdly, the girl. Who cares if she's white or black? Really? Who cares if she's Chinese, Japanese? Who cares if she's African, if she's orange? If she's made of mud, if she's made of clay, if she's made of cotton candy, as long as he is being treated with the respect that he deserves. Because I'm going to tell you something. You can get with your own race and you can still be disrespected. A white man would disrespect a white woman. A black man would disrespect a black woman. Chinese man would disrespect a Chinese woman. Vice versa. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Disrespect is disrespect. Just be happy that your son eventually will find him someone, regardless of the color, that will love and respect him and you. You want your son to bring someone home that's not only going to respect him, but respect his mother. And he'll respect you She'll respect you. No matter what color this person is. Don't get so hung up on color, girl. Please. The sky is blue.
My turn.
The clouds are white.
My turn.
The sun is what? Yellow. We are a colorful universe.
My turn.
Stop the coloring thing and be happy that your son has found him someone that he can be comfortable with no matter what color the race is, okay?
Okay, alright, thank you. Finally. My opinion on this, okay, so like I just said, like I'm telling you,
speak out to the
it's different from a mother's point of view and a father's point of view. Mothers are probably going to be mad. Yo, me, as fathers or whatever, I'll be mad, but I'm probably not going to be that mad. I'm just going to have that talk with them, but before that age, I'm going to been had that talk with them. So, it's basically based off how you prepare them. But, like I said, I'm probably not going to say anything to him. Just as long as he wrap up and don't do nothing stupid and don't make no babies, then he's straight. And don't do it in my bed.
So he cool. What he's saying is, viewers, that he is cool with coming home from a hard day work and his son, he go up the steps to take a shower, he hear his son in there getting pumped. He hear his son in there pumping up some girl. Who wants to hear that? Then what are you teaching your children? It's okay to have sex in your home. It is not okay. It is not okay. It's very disrespectful. But what he is saying is his opinion. This is the generation, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
He's saying that it's okay for his child to have sex in his home as long as he's educated. I wish. He didn't have sex in my home, and he never ever will.
Well, I'm different. I don't want no female to know where I live unless we serious. If I want to do all of that with you, you're not coming to my house, and if we can't come to yours, we're going to have to do it.
You don't want to disrespect her at her house.
Okay.
That's disrespectful. That means if you're willing to sleep with her in her house, that means you're willing to disrespect her parents' home.
No.
You're going to disrespect her parents' home. You don't know if this girl's parents want her to have sex in her home. People sneak around and do things that they're not supposed to do. Yeah. So you're willing to take that chance, go into this girl's home and disrespect her mother and father's home. That's what you're saying. Because you're not man enough to have money in your pocket to take her to a hotel. Ladies, hear me. Hear me. Don't be with a man if he can't pay for it. You understand? And I'm not talking about that way. Do not let this man trick you into laying up in your parents' home. Okay? Do not let this man trick you, any man trick you into laying up in your parents' home or getting on in the backseat of a car. Your value, your worth. You are worth more than that. If this man cannot provide a hotel, now remind you, he wants you. Okay? If this man cannot provide you with a hotel, okay, you don't need to lay with this man because that's telling you a lot about him. A man that is willing to lay with you in your mother's home is disrespectful. And when you get that disrespect back, don't say anything because this is what you're asking for. Hear me. If a man can't provide you a stable place to lay you and a respectful place to lay you, then you settle for that, okay? Then you are what you are. And when it come back around on you, don't say, I thought I could, I didn't know. You know. Your value, your worth is worth more than the backseat of a car or letting him lay with you in your parents' home. Respect your parents' home. They worked hard to provide for you. Don't disrespect them because you want your coochie hit. You want to pang on your coochie. You're going to let some man come in your house, disrespect your mama's home for what? So when she kick your ass out, don't say nothing. Because at the end of the day, I hope it was worth it. 10 minutes? I doubt it. I doubt it. Viewers, what do you think? Help me out. Help me out with Susan. Help me out with Terry. Inbox me. Let me hear your point of view, your opinion. And then next week we'll have your opinions on the air. We'll have another topic as well, so prepare yourself and inbox me for the topic of next week. The topic of next week will be, are you a cheater? What makes you want to cheat? Do you cheat with your neighbor? Do you cheat with your coworker? Do you cheat with the bus driver? Do you cheat with the Uber driver? Do you cheat with the vacuum cleaner man? Hey, what about the plumber? I'm just saying. Cheating comes in all forms. What make a person cheat? If you love someone and it gets to that point, why and what makes a person cheat? I just want to know. Let's talk about it. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. And we will do this again next week. I love you. Tell a friend. Let's talk about it with Renee. Let's do this again next week. Love you. Deuces.
I'm out of here.
We out.
I'll catch y'all later. You know it.
Tell a friend. Tell a friend. Let's talk about it with Renee. I hope you all enjoyed. I enjoyed you all. Hey, if you would like to be a co-host on my show, inbox me. Inbox me and maybe you could sit here with me and talk about it in person. Love you.